Welcome back to Planet Podcast. This video is going to be about a controversial person in the news who honestly probably shouldn't be really that controversial all around because his opinion is just that. It's just an opinion. But before we get going, like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the links below. And also, always, it's brought to you by TMF Apparel USA. Grab you the gear at tmfapparelusa.com. Now, this video is about none other than this man, Andrew Tate. And if you don't know who Andrew Tate is, that's perfectly okay because probably a lot of people don't know who he is unless you're just on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Now, I will preface this by saying whatever Andrew Tate says or does is his own expression of himself and his own opinion. It does not reflect that of most people around that just like watching his content for the entertainment purposes. Now, if you don't know who he is, he was a professional kickboxer. He is retired, has been retired for a few years. He made a bunch of money, I guess, hosting women's webcams in Europe. And now he is a self-proclaimed, who knows how many billionaires or whatever he wants to call himself. He's doing fine money-wise. He's not hurting for cash. But he's done some interviews over the last year and a half that have just been starting to get dug up. And he's been little clips here and there on TikTok that have shown up of him basically in kind of misogynistic views on women and his just outright asshole attitude and cockiness and arrogance and all of these things. Well, he's unapologetic, which is fine. He has every right to be who he wants to be, right? What's interesting about Andrew Tate is the fact that over the weekend, they pretty much banned him from every platform out there. They banned him from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. You know, they've just removed Andrew Tate from the internet. Now, there are still clips of Andrew Tate, and there's nothing obviously that I think is going to stop them from people from posting clips and other little tidbits on these. What I find interesting is in a recent interview that he had, he said that he only has personally a Instagram account. He doesn't have TikTok and he doesn't have YouTube and he doesn't have Facebook. He only has Instagram. And people are blowing him up and they say, well, you're taking over TikTok. He's like, but I don't even have a TikTok account. So it's just people making all of these like fanboy accounts and kind of blew him up on all these little clips. Well, the powers that be decided that they're going to erase him. And this is another pretty big jab, right? Because he didn't really do anything or say anything that was insightful or blatantly like hate speech toward any particular group of people. Obviously, he has strong opinions toward certain things in the dating world or men versus women. And I feel like he has the right to say whatever he wants to say without going way over the edge. It's not saying that I support the message that he always says, but I will say that there are some truths in some of the things that he talks about, whether you like it or not. And I think that kind of where this comes down to is a lot of people just don't like it. So instead of saying, well, I don't like this, I don't want to hear it, they're saying, I don't like this, he needs to go away. And that's a dangerous game you start playing on social media. When you start silencing people and individuals, especially start banning them, they don't even have accounts on your platform, and you're saying, all right, well, we're just going to remove everything. He's really gotten Alex Jones, and Alex Jones got removed for saying things that, you know, obviously offended people. And now Andrew Tate's doing the same. Now, is this going to affect his life? I don't think he cares in the least bit. He can still be a guest on someone else's show. They can still have clips posted of him. He just can't have his own platform, which he didn't have to begin with. So I find that really interesting. Let me know what you think about this whole Andrew Tate thing. If you don't know him, I mean, you can just type Andrew Tate in there. You're going to find a million clips of the dude talking about whatever it is that he wants to talk about. Like I said, a lot of it could be misogynistic or cocky or arrogant, but you can't. I mean, look, give the man respect that he was a prize-fighting kickboxer. He had a pretty decent career if you look back at it, and he made money in a world that prints money in the sex industry. People do it every day. Don't hate on him for that, right? If you just don't like his viewpoint, you don't have to listen to it. There's a lot of people out there, especially in the United States, that don't like the views of other people just because they're on the other side of the spectrum. And we can't just go removing them all and silencing them all just because you don't like what you hear. I think that's really my take on it is, look, if you don't like them, you don't like them. Don't listen to them. That's fine. There's plenty of people out there that have content on the internet or in the news that I don't particularly care to want to hear, and I just don't listen to it. You don't have to go deleting them from the platform, right? So let me know what you think. Leave me some comments down below, and I'll see you on the next one.